Your agent remembers things, your preferences, decisions you made together, corrections you gave it. But where does that memory actually live? Let's go take a look.
In this section, I'm going to activate an agent called Demo Agent OKFA, which already has 16 real memories in it, things like preferences, decisions, and facts. And I'm going to pull up its most recent memories and show you exactly what it knows.
So I'm going to run these two commands. Okay, so I activated this agent. So this agent's been running for a while. It knows that I prefer concise summaries. And it also knows a decision we made about using Postgres for the billing service. All of that's real, but right now it only exists inside Memanto's own store. Watch these two memories in particular. I'm going to prove that they survive everything we're about to do. Okay, so now using this command right here, I'm going to export these memories into OKF format. OKF format is basically a way of writing an agent's memory out as plain text files, Markdown like a document, instead of keeping it locked inside a database. So once it's in OKF format, you can open it, read it, search it, or move it around with totally normal tools, with no special software required. Okay? And Memanto keeps exports inside its own safe folder by default. I'm just copying it out here so it's easy to work with. Okay, so there's no database here, no binary blob. It's literally just a folder. And you've got an index file at the root, and then there's a memories folder split up by type, a sessions folder, and a metrics overview. Let's actually open up one of these and let's take a look. So up top here is the YAML front matter. That's just the type, confidence score, and the timestamp. And then underneath, that's the actual memory in plain English. And as you can see here, this is the exact same memory that I pointed out just a minute ago. It's just a text file now. And as you can see, I can grep it. I can read it with no tool running.
So back in section 2, export gave us a one-time snapshot. You run it once, you get a folder, and that's it. Sync's a bit different. Instead of writing into Memanto's own internal folder, Sync writes directly into a project folder that you choose, and it's meant to be rerun, so if the agent learns something new later, running Sync again just refreshes that same folder with the latest memories. So in this section, I'm going to sync this agent's memory into an actual project folder and show you it becomes something you can click through like a real wiki.
Okay, so I'm gonna now run this command and just a second. Perfect. Okay. So export was basically just a one-time snapshot, just like a folder you get once. Sync is completely different. It's meant to live inside an actual project, as you can see here, and stay up to date. And because it's just Markdown, you end up with something that you can literally click through, just like a little wiki of everything that your agent knows. I'll just give some more examples here by clicking through some links. So this is the exact same bundle that we just made, but I'm opening it in a tool called Obsidian instead. It just makes browsing all these files a lot nicer to look at. So here's the same memory again, just rendered as a proper node now. And this is the fun part. Since all of these files are linked to each other through the index files, Obsidian can draw the whole thing out as a graph. Each dot here, as you can see, is one memory, and the lines show how they all connect. So this isn't a special database view or anything custom. It's literally just what plain linked text files look like when you open them in the right tool. So up until now, everything's been about getting memory out of Memanto. This one flips it around. Earlier off camera, I set up a second, completely separate agent called demo agent OKFB. I gave it its own separate set of memories, and then I exported that to its own OKF bundle. This agent B bundle folder that I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to import that bundle into my own agent, demo agent OKFA, and then prove that these two completely separate memory stores can merge into one. So this bundle I'm about to show again did not come from demo agent OKFA at all. It came from the separate agent that I just mentioned, demo agent OKFB. So let's dry run this import first. This previews exactly what would get mapped into demo agent OKFA, 5 memories, whatever types they are, without writing anything yet. Okay? Now, let's actually run it for real into demo agent OKFA. And this is the important part. Demo agent OKFB's memories didn't need to go through Memanto again or get retyped by hand. The OKF bundle I exported earlier is just directly importable into a totally different agent. That's what portability actually means. Memory can move from one agent to another, not just out to a file and back to the same place. Okay, so perfect. Yeah, look at that. 5 memories, 0 failed, 0 skipped. Everything from demo agent OKFB is just in demo agent OKFA now. These two completely separate agents and their memory merged into one, and nothing got lost along the way. So we just proved with real numbers that Agent B's memories made it into Agent A. But let's actually see it, not just read a terminal count. I saved a snapshot of Agent A from right before this merge happened, so let's pull all of this up in Obsidian and look at a real before and after. So let's pull up Agent A. So as you can see, this is a graph of Agent A on Obsidian. Here's some of the preferences. And then you take a look at Agent B. Agent B's graph is much smaller. And let's take a look at one memory or one preference. And as you can see, Agent B has a preference of prefers dark mode across all tools. And Agent A does not. But after we merged the two, now, we look at it in graph mode, Agent A now has all of the memories of Agent B, including, the prefers concise summaries memory that I told you about earlier, which was only in Agent A and not in Agent B, and the prefers dark mode across all tools, which, as I said, was only in Agent B and not in Agent A. So two completely separate agents and their memory genuinely merged into one. In this section, I want to actually check whether Agent A's memory survived everything we just did to it, the export, the sync, and merging in Agent B's 5 memories. So I'm going to ask it the exact same two questions from section 1. What are my summary preferences? And what did we decide about the database for the billing service? If it still gets those right, that proves none of that process corrupted or dropped anything. Then, to go even further, I'm going to actually edit one of those memories myself, commit the change with Git, and show you a real diff of exactly what changed. Okay, so let's activate this agent again and let's ask it to answer these two questions. So remember those two memories that I showed you at the start? Just ask the agent after an export, after a sync, and after a migration, and it still knows the answer to both of them. No information evaporated. So I'm gonna now do something super quickly. I'm gonna make one small edit to one memory file, and I'm gonna take a quick snapshot. So here I'm taking a snapshot of what the file is currently, and I'm just gonna change it super quickly to oops. So I just changed the description just a little bit, and now let's go back. Oops. Perfect. And as you can see here, because this OKF bundle is just plain files, you can just use Git. And the diff right here is just showing us one memory getting slightly corrected, and you can actually read it and you can review it. And it's fully versioned exactly like any other code change. Okay. So, as you can see in this video, we took an agent's memory and we exported it out of Memanto into OKF format, which again is just plain readable Markdown files. We then synced that into a browsable wiki and then imported a whole separate agent's memory into the same OKF format and then proved nothing got lost. The same questions still gave the same answers. And we could even track a correction with a clean git diff. Export it, sync it, migrate it, diff it. Because it's OKF, it's just Markdown, which means your agent's memory is actually yours.